Oh, you love playing God. You made that touching televised speech about me. You let me fall all over you with gratitude, all the while knowing that you were going to cut me off at the knees.
My private portfolio has nothing to do with you anymore.
Well, you sucker-punched me. And you were wrong. You thought that you could just walk all over me and that I was too weak to fight back. Well, you are wrong.
Under the circumstances, Erica, I thought it was best to
Under
divest
the
any...
circumstances, you thought it was best to think of you. Your twisted need to give me what I have coming. Well, that's fine for me. Well, what about the others, Dimitri? Where is this high-vaunted Marick concern for the hard-working, decent people of this country, the labor force? Enchantment Cosmetics employs thousands of hard-working, decent men and women. And how do you think it looks to them that 1 week before my trial, one of our major investors, my husband, dumps 100,000 shares of Enchantment stock on the auction block?
Soon to be ex-husband, and I did what I had to do.
Well, that's just fine, and you know what? When all those hard-working, decent men and women are on the unemployment, they'll do exactly what they have to do, too, Dimitri. Those American people will know who to blame. You, Dimitri Marick.
Whatever, Erica, whatever.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, well, it's capitalists like you who give the rest of us a bad name. Well, never mind. Never mind, because I will fight you. I swear I will fight you. I will fight you wherever I have to, in court, in the marketplace, wherever, and I will win, Dimitri.
Wow. I'm in awe. What now?
What else? Cry havoc and let's slip the dogs of war.
Is this Shakespeare?
Kane.
So what do you believe happened the morning that Dimitri was stabbed?
Erica went to the hunting lodge to talk to him. They got into one of their famous knockdown, drag-out fights, and she let him have it.
They fight often?
It was disgusting. Erica loves to fight, especially with Dimitri. In fact, she once told me the best kind of love is when two people fight all the time. She and Dimitri were the perfect example. They had a running battle. Ask anyone who lived in Wildwind. If they're honest, they'll all tell you the same thing. Mr. and Mrs. Marick were a hot, passionate couple, and extremely volatile.
Domestic violence?
Not that I'm aware of until that morning, but verbal abuse, constantly. Whenever Dimitri didn't do exactly what Erica said, she dug into him.
Well, you seem to have quite the window into their private life.
I lived with them. I watched their relationship day in and day out. It fascinated me.
Well, you and the rest of the tabloid-reading public.
He accused her of not trusting him enough. She accused him of not always putting her first. Erica went crazy if she thought she wasn't the most important person in his life. Erica is a jealous woman, and she's vindictive.
Jealous of what, other women?
Everyone. But women especially. Mr. Tanner, why aren't you taking notes? Isn't this information crucial to your case?
Was she jealous of any other woman in particular? Did she suspect that her husband was cheating on her?
If you're implying that I am the woman they were fighting about that morning, well,
I wasn't. Are you?
Look, Mr. Tanner, I'm sure everyone has already told you. My mother is an extremely insecure woman. Sure, in public she seems confident, always wearing the right makeup, the right hairdo, the right clothing. On the outside, Erica Kane is a woman with everything. But on the inside, that's another story. Erica was even threatened by me, her own daughter. She yelled at Dimitri on more than one occasion for being unnaturally attracted to me. She was upset if he even looked at me.
Is it your opinion that your mother went to the hunting lodge that morning with the intention of killing her husband?
No. Erica's mind doesn't work that way. Think ahead, plan before you act. No, not her. She's special. Spontaneous, tempestuous, unpredictable. Everyone always let her get away with it. Until that day.
What's so unusual about that day?
She finally lost it. Decided that Dimitri was after me or something. Went to the hunting lodge to confront him. Make him admit something that wasn't true, so naturally he didn't. He probably said something to set her off. Like he cared for me, which in Erica's mind is the kiss of death. So she took a letter opener and jammed it into his chest. Thank God there were no sharp objects handy when she attacked my father in his wheelchair. Obviously, any man who cares about me is not safe.
That's your theory.
It's more than a theory, Mr. Tanner. The truth. The facts as they really happened. I know. I was there. And when you put me on the witness stand at her trial, that's how I'll testify.
You have an axe to grind with your mother.
I just want to see justice done.
Well, you tell a good story, Miss Hart, but unfortunately, if I can see through you, so can a jury.
Go sharpen your axe someplace else.
The procedure she needs is called a laparotomy. The idea being that they remove the fetus before the fallopian tube bursts. If that happens, it could result in internal bleeding, infection.
If she doesn't get help soon,
She could die.
And Jamie is with her.
I just want to make sure that you know that this is not some kind of kidnapping, okay? I want to make that perfectly clear. She's been under a lot of stress. Brooke's ill. She's not herself.
I understand. So look, Jamie was last seen upstairs by Petra at approximately, what, 11:30 this morning?
Yeah.
Did Brooke take any clothes, a suitcase, maybe food or
No, nothing. Just the only thing that's missing is Jamie.
All right, don't worry. We've got a bolo out on her already, and an APB is in the works.
So just make sure whoever finds her doesn't scare her. I don't want her frightened. I just want to get her to a hospital as soon as is possible.
I think Charlie and Haley are checking out the airports, the train, and the bus station.
Yeah, Tom and Livia are out there driving around looking for her right now.
Okay, I think I got everything.
She needs help soon, Derek.
Yeah, she's sick and really just confused.
All right, don't worry. We'll track him down, okay?
Okay, just make sure when you find her, if it's you that finds her, make sure she knows everything's fine. I'm not going to press charges. I just want her home and safe.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, keep us posted.
Stay in touch, all right?
Yeah, we'll do.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
I'm scared, Dix. I'm really scared.
I know. The real reason that he dumped his enchantment stock, I mean, the true motive behind his villainy, is that he can't stand it. I mean himself, not me. Because in spite of everything, Dimitri still wants me. Oh, yes, he does.
I believe you.
Well, good, because that's what he said. He told me that himself. The day I went to the hunting lodge, the day I went there to return the key, he was there, and he admitted that to me.
Okay.
Why do you say it like that? Why do you act so surprised?
Well, no, I'm not surprised that he wants you. I mean, of course he wants you. You're you, and he married you. I'm amazed that you had that opportunity, and you let it slip away.
Well, it was the last thing I ever expected to hear. And before I even had a chance to respond to him, in the same breath, actually, he accused me of trying to use his desire for me to get him not to testify against me at trial.
This man does not know what he wants.
Well, now he says he wants to wash his hands of me.
Oh, he's going to get rid of Enchantment, and he's going to get you out of his system?
I don't know. Maybe, something like that. Look, all I know is that Enchantment is down 3 1/4 on the big board and still dropping.
Well, that we can manage. I'll handle it. That's what you pay me for, isn't it?
Oh, now, Sugar Plum, just try not to worry. I mean, even if Brooke's brains were half mush because of all she's been through lately, she's still too smart to make dumb choices, especially when it comes to Jamie. I mean, you know, she would lay down her life in a minute for that kid. She is never, ever going to put him in harm's way.
Well, Brooke in her right mind would never do that, but the trouble is she's so desperate to hang on to this baby, she can't accept the fact that her pregnancy's not viable or that it's life-threatening.
Yeah, but deep down, she's got to know. She just has to. Hopefully, she'll get in touch.
She will. We're going to hear from her, I know.
She needs help now.
Hello? No. No, I'm sorry, you've got a wrong number. I can't take this anymore. I gotta get out of here. I gotta do something constructive.
If you have to go, go, all right? I'll stay by the phone, okay?
Well, it's a mess.
I hope Brooke goes and gets some help real soon and comes to her senses.
Opal, why don't you go out in the kitchen,
make some tea for Tom and Livia. They look like they need it.
Tea is a terrific idea. You want a cup?
Oh, no, thanks.
All right, well, I'll make a whole pot anyway. Come on.
Dixie, come on over here. Sit beside me.
Why?
Because I want to talk to you and I don't want to shout. Come on. Now, give me a hand. Ooh, ice cold. Now, everybody's worried about Tad and Brooke and Jamie, and, well, how about you? How are you holding up?
I'm okay.
Why don't you look me in the eye and say that as though you meant it?
I'm terrified, Uncle Palmer. I'm scared that something bad is going to happen to Brooke. And if it does, it's all my fault.
The wheels on the train go round and round, round and round, round and round. Wheels on the train go round and round.
Attention, all units. Stand by for a bolo. Be on the lookout for Brooke English Martin, a white female, 5 feet 2 inches, 110 pounds, reddish blonde hair. Last seen with a 3-year-old boy, her son, Jamie. The child is approximately 3 feet tall, with brown hair and blue eyes. Subjects could be traveling in a gray 4-door 1993 sedan. Tag number Peter Tom Boy 630. Mrs. Martin's medical condition requires immediate attention. The subject's husband believes her to be in a highly emotional, irrational state. Approach with caution.
You know what, Jamie? Our stuff is coming in. Yeah. Let's get our coat back on, because it's almost time to get off. Okay? Let's get our coat on. Yep. There you go. Let's put the other one on, and we'll get off in a minute. Okay? Let me hold this for you. You got it? Good. Yeah. Okay, get your arm in there. Start button up. It's cold outside.
When anything happened, it's all my fault anyway. None of this should have happened. I never meant to hurt her like this. Well, Brooke's doing this. Protecting what's hers. She's a good and a loving mother. Jamie needs her. I'd give anything if I could go back and undo all of this, but I can't. Most I can do right now is to ask you to help her. Look out after her. Keep her safe.
You blame yourself for Brooke's condition, and you shouldn't.
I'm not so sure.
The whole situation is very unfortunate, but you're not responsible for it.